Welcome to the Funhaus Podcast. I'm Armando Torres, and today I'm joined by three wonderful boys. We've got Jacob Fullerton. We've got John Holland.
Hello.
And we've got John Smith.
The
John
J
Squared.
train
Howdy.
is here.
John Squared.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
J-Train.
Yeah, we got a lot of J's.
Yeah.
And then an Armando.
Yep.
Although, my middle name, Julian.
There we
So
go.
for today, I'm
Yeah.
going by Julian.
J-Quad.
All right.
Well, also,
Julian.
if we put your name in between all of our initials, it would spell ha 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 in Spanish.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh,
Triple U.
Yes,
Put
like
you in
that.
there.
Yes.
Fuck, I've fallen
You
into
keep
a
doing
trap.
it. You can't stop.
I found out like in 11th grade my middle name was Spanish. Had no clue. Asked my parents. They were like, "We didn't know. It's just a name. Just
Jan?
kept getting passed down."
What is it?
Lindo.
Lindo.
Yeah.
Lindo.
Yeah.
Lindo?
I-
Oh,
my,
yeah.
my southern ass is like Lindo, but
No, that's beautiful
Lindo.
man.
and I didn't know that. I just happened to
Accurate.
see it in the back. Thank you so much. New hair,
Yeah.
new me.
My-
I saw it in the back of a Spanish book one day, and I was like, "Huh,
That's me.
that's me."
My dad has a neck tattoo with it's a lipstick kiss, and then it says Linda, but his wife's name is not Linda. And I've always loved that because in my head I've always just been like, you just date Lindas from now on, dog. Like, or at like best like date Melinda and just like add on.
Oh
to
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But Sharpie, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'cause you
Yeah.
don't want it.
You don't want to. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What if
already-
you meet a
already
better
did it
Linda?
once.
Yeah.
But his thing was always like he tried to save it by saying like in Spanish, Linda means beautiful. And in English, I think it just means like I don't fucking think ahead.
My
Yeah.
middle name is Scott.
Really? Scott.
It's my
Oh.
dad's name.
That's Spanish for boss.
Oh, cool.
Boss man.
That doesn't sound right.
It's not.
What's John Spanish for?
John, I think it's English for Juan. I don't actually think that's true.
Yep.
Jonathan.
It is.
Yep.
We have a few of them, like Jorge is George.
Mhm.
I recently found out the English version or like the whatever Germanic version of Armando is Herman.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Herman.
Whoa.
I never would have thought that.
It takes the
Hermie.
pizzazz away from your name when it's just Herman. I don't know why.
What
The
up,
whole
Herm?
thing is there's no.
Hey, Herm.
What's up, Hermie? Yeah, the whole fucking thing sucks. I found out. I looked it up because I was trying to learn more about my name, and Armando is like a Spanish word for builder, which just sucks. It's
Yeah.
like even my name is hanging outside of a Home Depot.
Dude.
It's just a big stereotype.
In
Well, you know,
Uganda,
a Lego land.
yes, I've been to Uganda. Everyone's names there, at least in Luo, are so terrible because they all mean like really horrible things.
Oh, really?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't remember what they all mean, but like it was like Kilara Thomas and Komakech, Rick. But I don't remember what each one means, but they all meant like orphaned, will not be loved.
Oh,
like,
jeez.
like poor. They were all. I don't know why. It was
It
just
feels like-
something about the culture that's what the names are.
If you named me poor,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Jacob means STD riddled.
Yeah.
But you know, they all went by their first names.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's fucking crazy. That's like somebody like leaked your files and accidentally named everyone. What description from that? John
Hey.
Holland,
Yes. Oh.
Lindo, both
Lindo.
of you.
Yeah.
Very beautiful man.
Thank
But John Holland, you are actually joining us today because we have a big topic to talk about right off the bat.
Yeah. The follow up to the slap. I thought we were going to get away from it. That was like a week of this like terrible takes from everybody
Yeah, the Will
Oh,
Smith
yeah.
over
slap
something
you're
that was
referring to.
very, very just like straightforward. Man
That
talked
was-
about another man's wife, got slapped. That's it. It was real straightforward. There was no deep dive needed.
I don't know if
by
I said
everybody.
it on the podcast, but that was kind of my opinion. Was like that was just an uncle fight.
Yeah.
Like I've seen
Uncle
that fight
fight.
happen 100 times before.
It's happening every weekend at somebody's family reunion. So like,
Yeah.
nothing about it stood out to me. But like, when People Magazine and all these other people were just
Yeah.
giving these long takes, I'm like, no, man, people just got slapped. That's it.
Yeah.
It's
Don't
that
say
simple.
shit about my wife. She's very Linda.
You know, I watched a few episodes of Reacher
Uh-huh.
because Rahul's friend Malcolm is like the lead in that. And in the second episode, he goes, "You keep my wife's name out your mouth."
What?
And I was like, "Is Will Smith a fan of Reacher?"
Yeah.
Was he sitting there and he heard that and he went, "Damn, that's good."
Well, I thought the same thing when I've been watching a lot of Gundam, and there's a lot of open hand slaps in it.
Oh.
So I was like, is Will Smith a fan of Gundam?
Wasn't there like a mini movie or something called The Slap that was based off like a true event? It was like somebody's backyard cookout and like
Oh,
I guess
yeah.
they slapped the
Was that the
kid.
guy like slapping all the people?
He's literally, yeah, the cops come in and he's like, psh, psh,
Yeah.
psh, psh.
Yeah, every time
That's
somebody
a
runs
great-
up to him.
That's a great, like, classic viral video.
Yeah, I think I saw the clip before I saw the actual thing.
Yeah.
It was very funny.
Well,
So-
it happened again.
In case you are wondering, what happened was last Tuesday, Dave Chappelle was performing at the Hollywood Bowl when he was attacked by an audience member. The man jumped on stage and tackled Dave Chappelle to the fucking ground. Security and apparently Busta Rhymes and Jamie Foxx in a sheriff hat,
Yeah.
which is my
So when you say
favorite.
sheriff hat, you mean like a
Like
cowboy
with a
hat?
star
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, like the one I wore at preschool. Yeah.
In your assless chaps.
Yep.
I looked up Jamie Foxx sheriff hat, and it's just a bunch of Django Unchained stuff.
Oh, of course, of course.
Shucks.
No, I can't find it, but yeah, he was wearing a sheriff's hat, and they beat the shit out of the attacker so much that, like, I don't know if you saw the picture of the guy.
Yeah,
his
I saw the
arms is
picture,
like
yeah.
all like.
Oh, it's
It looked
gnarly.
like it took it off like a GI Joe and then tried to put it back on.
That's a really good
Like,
way
it
to
was just
describe
really in a weird way.
It was
Yeah.
like backwards. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, that's so gnarly.
He could shake your hand if you were behind him now. And my favorite part was that was the hand that they handcuffed to the
Yeah.
stretcher that he was on.
Oh god.
Like,
You
he's
can't
gonna
move.
fucking use it.
Like my biggest takeaway from that was like, and we all know our fair share of comedians, and so
you
after
look
the
at me?
slap, there was every comedian I felt like said, "Hey, if you come up on stage, I am not going to be professional. I am going to fuck you up." Every comedian said that. Some were relishing at the idea because you get heckled and stuff. You want to handle somebody, but you can't. You got to beat them with your words. Now, I don't know. I saw the warning.
Now it's single combat. Is the
Yeah.
only way to solve any heckling.
It was a rattlesnake to me. It's like, all right, don't rush the stage and try to fight a comedian, especially not at the Hollywood Bowl.
No,
We all
especially-
learned a lesson on
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Mhm.
What was the lesson?
Don't brush the stage of a comedian.
Yeah.
Don't brush the stage of a comedian.
Jamie Foxx will be there.
Yeah,
And he's
and
got
Busta
spurs on his
Rhymes.
boots.
Yeah, his spurs on his boots and a star on his hat. He's the rootinest, tootinest cowboy this side of the Mississippi.
I heard he busted out like a whip at one point because the guy got away and he was running and then
Yeah.
he went,
Got him by
Got
the
him
feet.
in.
Yeah.
Well, it's close. He Busta rhymed out a whip. Got him with it. One of my favorite things about this attack, which I probably shouldn't have phrased it like that. Can
No,
I
I love it.
Hold on. Can I go back?
Can I tell you a hilarious attack I once saw?
Here is that I found. I don't think we can show it on the podcast screen because of like YouTube and demonetization and stuff. But I found a picture of the weapon that he used because they found a weapon on him after he was arrested. It's a switchblade that's shaped like a gun.
whoa.
That's so stupid.
So it doesn't even conceal. Like when you first told me that, I thought it was like,
a bayonet or something.
No, so
well,
it-
no, like you take the whatever.
Oh, the gun part off.
Yeah, the gun part off, and there's a blade.
Oh.
So it's
See,
just-
that would
no,
be
no,
cool.
no.
So
That would be cool, but it would be very useless because you can definitely get into more places with a knife than a gun.
Yeah, exactly. and
that
a
a-
gun is more useful than a knife.
Yeah.
Is it a Cold Steel product?
So what?
So it unfolds
So
from
wait,
the
yeah,
gun?
it unfolds from inside the gun. So you hold the gun like a gun, and you hit the trigger, and then the blade will go out from under it, and then you can stab somebody.
That's so weird because if I have a gun, why would I then change my mind and say, you know what? No, I want to stab him instead.
Yeah. Haven't
seems
you,
like
there's
something
also
Acme
like a
Aikens would say.
phrase like you brought a knife to a gunfight.
Gunfight. Yeah.
That's probably he thought of that and he was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. I've outsmarted
Yeah.
the system.
Yeah, well, he thought it was you brought a gun to a knife fight.
Yeah, well, this
So he'd
idiot
be like,
brought,
"I got a gun." Psych.
Ah.
this idiot brought a knife gun to a gun knife fight. Stupid dumbass.
And lost the
Also,
feet.
on a technical level, the pivot point, the point of most pressure, would be on the left side rather than like centered. so it would fuck your wrist up. If you went in and stabbed someone,
Yeah,
and it just jerked to the left, you'd like
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
dislocate your wrist.
I don't know if you saw the pictures of this guy. I don't think he's worried about fucking his arm off. The attacker was identified as 23-year-old Isaiah Lee, slightly better known by his rapper persona, no-name_trapper.
Cool.
In 2020, he put
So
out a
young.
song titled Dave Chappelle that, and here's the worst part, is not bad. I don't hate the song. It's not great. And I also say slightly better known because one thing that I got a little bit irked about is like, I was reading the New York Post, which is arguably like
Trash.
it's garbage.
Yeah.
And they described Isaiah Lee as a wannabe rapper. And this guy's got like 32,000 followers on Instagram, and
Really?
he's only following like 80 people, one of which was Dave Chappelle, by the way.
course.
So, like, you can call him a wannabe rapper, but he's not nobody. He's a verified artist on Spotify. His music isn't the worst thing I've ever heard.
Wow.
Do we know motive?
Dave Chappelle spoke to the attacker after the incident and said that the motivation was, quote, to bring awareness to his grandmother who had been forced out of her Brooklyn apartment because of gentrification, end quote. The Rolling Stone did an interview with this guy's brother who said that he has had some mental illness in the past.
Yeah.
And they talked to some former neighbors who said that he could be set off with a wrong word.
Yeah.
Uh,
When I heard that it happened, it made me think of a Manic episode.
Yeah, it doesn't. It sounds like something just kind of fucked up in his head real quick, and then I don't think he thought it through.
That's the sad thing about most things. Is it's funny. You're like, haha, a guy attacked Dave Chappelle, but there's actually dark shit behind it.
Yeah.
Dark shit.
Like I
yeah.
remember there was this video of all these puppies that were like waddling on the ground and they
Don't-
looked all cute.
Don't-
And someone, and then in the first Reddit comment was like, "Oh, this is a birth defect that they were born like without hips,
Yeah.
Oh.
and they suffer terrible pain their whole lives."
Oh.
It was like,
God!
I can't look at this cute picture of puppies anymore without crying.
Somebody get the knife gun. I'm gonna put him down.
Yeah.
Oh no!
How did he get into the venue with that? Now that
I
I'm
don't
thinking about it,
know.
because it's both things should have set off every type of metal detector.
Yeah,
I've
Hollywood
been to
Bowl,
the
metal
Hollywood
detectors
Bowl.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
I've been to the Hollywood Bowl. They have pretty good security, and I couldn't even sneak in an extra green cigarette one time. Like they caught me with that. They also they just kept it. I didn't get in trouble.
Yeah.
The guy went, "What is this? You know you can't have," putting it in his pocket.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
I was
You have
gonna
a
lie
lighter.
about
already.
minutes.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
So yeah, they apparently had extra security because, again, this is where shit gets complicated for me. Is because Dave Chappelle is one of the greatest comedians of all time, and undeniably one of the greatest to ever do it, if not the greatest comedian I've ever seen in my entire life. And he has become such an old man shithead.
He's becoming a villain.
I fucking hate it. All of my favorite comics turn out to be shithead old dudes who Bill Burr was kind of doing it for a little bit recently. I don't know if you guys saw his latest special, but he's just kind of turned into an angry old man, which is funny because he was always just an angry dude.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's his whole thing. He just
Yeah.
complains and
Yeah,
tells
he's
stories
from
about
Boston.
Yeah, but now he's gotten oh, this new generation is brutal
Yeah.
or whatever, and I fucking hate it. I don't know. It sucks, and I hate Dave Chappelle for doing some dumb shit. But also, don't attack people.
Yeah.
And yeah, he did 2 days after the attack on Thursday. He did a performance at the Comedy Store in the Belly Room, 70-person venue, packed with celebrities. Kim Kardashian was there.
Wow.
Diddy was there, and
Sorry, I was
wow.
slow on the uptake.
You don't like Kim K?
I love her.
Do you think
I'm
you're next?
self-convinced.
You're after
Maybe.
Pete?
Peak? What?
Pete.
You're after Pete Davidson.
Pete Davidson.
Like you're up next.
Oh,
you're up-
are
yeah.
they dating?
Yeah. They've been
Yeah.
for a while.
They've been dating.
Wow.
You have been out of the loop.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I am
Remember Kanye was like harassing him.
Well,
and
you guys
stuff?
are lassoing me back in with your.
Yeah, I'm whipping you back.
I'm in
Oh
the
no,
loop.
Jamie Foxx is up there with his whip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So look, there you go.
Oh yep, there they are.
There's
Yeah.
pictures of them dating.
Look at them.
Yeah.
Look at that one, Lindsay. What's that one down and left where it's just Kim?
That one.
Where she's
No, no, no,
got,
no,
like,
no, no. The one to the
shiny-
left of it.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
there.
that
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Can you put that on
Why
the
does
screen?
she look like that?
Can you put that on the screen for
I
us
thought it
so
was
everyone
American
can see
for
it?
a
Yeah, it's on the.
Oh yeah, it's Ripley's Believe It or
Oh,
Not.
that's
It is.
perfect.
Oh, it is a man.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh,
see
it's
the
a
side back there.
mannequin?
But,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
weirdly, it's you can't tell. Like it's
can't.
you have to
Well,
kind of think about it.
It looks like she's on the red carpet. Someone's asking her interviews, and then someone goes, "Hey, Kim," turns around and farts, and then that is the face that she's making. Like, are
we
you
sure?
shitting me?
Are we sure that Pete Davidson isn't dating the wax statue of Kim Kardashian?
Could be. And no one has the heart to tell him.
Yeah, so he oh god. He's been dating Kim Kardashian and Kanye West has been really mad as far as like he even put out a song where he had a line in it about how God saved him from that crash just so he could beat Pete Davidson's ass.
Yeah.
That's in a
Nice.
real song. And then-
Another case of bipolar 1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what so Pete Davidson texted Kanye and was like, "Hey man, I've been where you're at. I know what's going on. It's not like I know you probably need help. I might not be like the guy you want to get help from, but like I can put you in contact with some people that'll be really good." And Kanye just like shit on him a whole bunch.
Yep.
And then there was another text thread where Kanye went, "Where are you right now?" And he sent him a picture. Pete Davidson sent him a picture and just went, "In bed with your wife."
Oh my god.
just like, God damn.
Oh,
dude.
okay. So he's not taking the
No.
highest
No.
road.
No, no.
Absolutely not.
No, it's like my commute to work. Sometimes you go the highest road, and then other
Yeah.
times it's like low road.
Do
Wait,
you
is
see
that?
the
Oh, is that the tattoo thing that I heard
Pete
about?
Davidson got a tattoo, and it's like the initials of like Kim and all her kids.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
wow.
I
It's
didn't
on his
hear about
neck.
This.
I
That's
thought it was a
insane.
joke, but that's crazy. Like the level of pettiness they're both dragging themselves down to. It's hilarious to watch,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, it's
Next.
probably going to cross the line and get like
Next.
super dangerous at
Next.
some point.
My
Right?
girl
Ariana
is
Grande?
a lawyer. I forgot about that.
Ugh, celebrities are a bunch of freaks.
They are.
It's this one, Kim North, and then
Wow.
whatever all the other little kids' names are.
Can the viewers see this, Lindsay?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like
Oh,
flipping it.
okay.
she's got it. The one thing that I feel okay about with him getting that tattoo is because I'm reaching this point too, where like I have so many dumb tattoos that it doesn't matter anymore.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got this one, this spaceship for Extra Life.
That's right.
Because they put the thing on me and I, whatever. So,
It's
I
all
don't,
threads in a tapestry.
yeah. Eventually, you just get so many tattoos, it doesn't matter anymore. You can get a couple dumb ones. John, you have tattoos?
Do you all have tattoos? I was just gonna
I
ask.
don't have any.
No, but
Oh,
now
Blake
I
Davis.
kind of want to do like
Armana's the only one out
just
there who has
I got a
one.
tattoo.
stupid tattoos.
Yeah?
So of the entire universe.
Whoa.
Yeah. The entire in all of its
Glory?
everything.
Mhm.
Everything everywhere all at once. You wanna see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, where is
So
it?
you got Orion's belt
Is
tattooed
it on your
there.
ass?
Whoa.
Nice. Love
You
it.
should get that tattoo checked out.
Yeah.
Didn't your friend give that to you or something?
My friend gave that to me because he wanted to swear a peck. He wanted to swear off women for a year for Christian purposes.
I was about
And
to ask.
so he
What?
had a bottle of ink and a syringe, and he gave us all tattoos. There's 3 of us. And then about 2 weeks later, 2 of the 3 of us had girlfriends.
I'm pretty sure finding a woman is like the most Christian thing you can do.
yeah.
Not when you're young and not allowed to marry. 'Cause they give you dirty thoughts.
Wait, how are you not allowed to marry?
Because you're
you mean,
16.
Okay. I thought you were like over 18
No.
getting. Yeah.
No,
I
no,
also
I was 16, still trying to impress friends. You know,
Yeah.
Jesse was a cool guy. He's a cool
Well,
guy.
How cool could he be? He couldn't get a lady.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he swore them off.
Well, that's actually, yeah, he was so good at getting ladies that he was like, I gotta stop.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotta do a favor.
I've
Too
for
many.
all the
Well,
guys out
actually,
there.
it turns out later that he's not into ladies or adults.
Oh, awesome! So
Yeah,
this is another one of
so
those stories.
hindsight.
Yeah.
Hindsight, yeah.
Whoops!
You should probably get that tattoo removed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or get it turned into
Covered, yeah.
like a frog or
Yeah,
something.
turns like
Yeah.
a potato or something.
The bit for this podcast is every story we tell, we go, so actually.
yeah, the sad truth.
When I was 13, I got a tattoo of a dot that I think is now covered up from my uncle, who just wanted to show me that it wouldn't hurt. And at the time, I was like, what a cool uncle to show a 13-year-old that like getting a tattoo would. And then I was like, what an asshole.
Yeah.
What a dickhead that he just fucking mutilated my tiny baby body.
At least your story didn't turn into like a pedo one.
No. But that uncle, dead.
Wow.
Wow.
Cool.
Okay, that was close.
Yeah.
Was it a cool death?
No.
Oh.
It was like he had like he found out he had diabetes, his liver failed, and then he kept drinking and like slowly
Yep.
killed himself.
That's what I'm
That'll
gonna
do
do.
it.
Yeah, me too. Although my uncle, here's a fun story. My uncle was a tattoo artist and also drank and would sometimes tattoo people when he was drunk and
Oh,
fuck up.
gosh.
And one of these fuck ups is on my dad, who was trying to get brown pride on his leg. But he misspelled brown and it's spelled BRWON. Brown pride.
Oh, there's no way of knowing until after.
Yeah.
I
And
laughed at the brown pride tattoo because I was just thinking that what situations would people see it and it just says brown? And they'd go, you have a tattoo that says brown.
He's really good at labeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the best part is that apparently my dad found out during Pride, not the month, the tattoo part. And so he has a tattoo that says Brawan and then pre because he didn't finish the
Oh, because
tattoo.
he's like, I don't want that. I don't
Yeah.
want that word.
And then apparently my dad went to jail after that. And one of the guards saw the tattoo and he goes, why does it just say brown pre, you idiot? My dad was like, I wanted to tell him he misread brown,
Yeah.
but I couldn't. Like, I think he would beat the shit out of me. This is a sadder story than I thought it was. But yeah, that's the Dave Chappelle story. Apparently, they're not pressing felony charges, but they are pressing single misdemeanor charges.
Yeah.
Which was like assault with a deadly weapon, or I think it was just assault and then possession of a deadly weapon, because technically he just tackled him and didn't use the weapon.
That was a
Assault
terrible
with a
tackle, too.
deadly weapon is the felony.
Yeah. Possession of a weapon with intent to assault, unauthorized access to the stage area during a performance, and commission of an act that delays an event or interferes with the performer,
Oh my.
which is apparently a crime in
Didn't
Los
know that.
Angeles.
He should have wrapped up. That
Hollywood,
was such
baby.
a terrible tackle too.
Yeah.
I remember.
he gave up like halfway through the tackle, so he just kind of hits him with his shoulder and then just falls down. It's like, all right.
You had your chance. You had one shot.
Yeah.
Yep.
One
You got there.
opportunity.
Spaghetti. One shot before Jamie Foxx gets you.
I remember at another story because you said your uncle tattooed your little boy arm.
Uh-huh.
That's the way to put it.
Okay.
I went with my youth group to this thing called Spirit West Coast. They have it down in San Diego now, but it used to just be up in like Monterey or somewhere. So every year our church would like drive up and attend this 3-day huge Christian music West Coast festival. And when I was like 13, I went up and my parents didn't come. And we were walking around and I saw a tattoo place and I was like, oh, or not a tattoo place, a earring place. I was like, oh, I'd love like a cool earring. And my youth pastor, who was like 25 or 26, was like, I'll pose as your dad. I was like, okay. And so I got a tattoo in my left ear. And then when I came home, my dad saw it and he said, I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. And then he set down a little mirror in front of me and walked away. And then I was sitting there looking at the earring in the mirror going, and then I finally took it out.
Oh, I thought you were overjoyed because you look so good.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
Like, look at me.
Sick as hell.
Yeah. Funny story, that youth pastor.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
I love
No.
these twists and turns in these stories.
They also
I
do
can't
arrive
tell
at the
you
same
how many
road.
people in my life have been like someone I look up to and is like my mentor.
Well,
and then
don't
turned
say
out
that.
To be a
Hold
monster.
on. You abandoned that sentence.
No, and then turned out
Yeah.
to be a monster. Don't put people up on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's human. Everyone's done dark shit, probably. Everyone's been an asshole. Everyone's been the villain.
They might be a pedophile too.
And they might be a
They
pedophile.
might, yep.
Just go in thinking that everyone is a pedophile, and you'll never be disappointed.
Yeah. If
Can we
if
turn this
start them
into
out
our
low.
team merch?
Everyone might be a pedophile.
Can we sell those?
Is that our people
That
like
would be
crazy?
Oh God, no! Don't keep going with it.
It'll be a,
I found out how we could make the joke worse.
oh god. Anyways,
That's fucking awful.
My dad casually mentioned this to me. It was like maybe 5 years ago. Anyways, there used to be a guy who would come by and he would do like the gutters and stuff, just general yard work. And then like, I'd be outside playing or whatever, not really paying attention. Then years later, my dad's just like, yeah, so I think that guy was a pedophile because he would always like watch you walk home from school and stuff.
What?
And I'm like, what? You never told me?
father.
Yeah, that's why I stopped using them.
And it took me a while
my
too,
God,
because he
yeah,
was good at his job.
Like
Your
binoculars.
But he just casually mentioned it. Yeah. Like, could you like hand me that? Oh, by the way, you were being stalked by a potential pedophile.
Yeah, 10 years.
Didn't want to worry you though.
I figured we should probably rehire. We should find someone else.
Yeah.
Oh Christ.
Ugh.
Well, at least you don't have to worry about him as an adult.
No.
Yeah.
That's true. That is
No,
true.
it is
We
true.
are all safe from pedophiles.
Yeah.
It's true.
They're no longer interested.
That's the only thing we're safe from now.
Do you think he would come back like, oh, you grew up? Like, but disappointedly?
You just broke me. I don't know what that is. Oh, God damn. Oh, shit.
Do you? I don't know how long you want to linger on it.
We can keep going.
Well, we can move on.
Do you?
I think Lindsay just said move on, but I didn't hear her well enough.
Don't worry. I'm
So you know how parents will be like, oh, like my daughter, she's beautiful. She's gonna grow up to be a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
go on.
Do you think pedophiles look at adults?
What you put at me?
Do you think pedophiles look at adults and go, I'm sure they were a beautiful little kid?
Oh, gross.
I'm sure pedophiles. I'm sure that they do that. Yeah, those
Boy.
pedophiles.
You pointing at me? Now.
No, I'm just pointing in general. I
Okay,
just have a
see.
lot of.
I'm being pointed
talk
Let's
with
at.
your
all
hands a
point
lot,
at
yeah.
Jacob.
Yeah,
and say
on different sides of the story.
It's just.
Jacob's like,
That's
I
the
haven't said
thumbnail.
anything.
I just want to clarify, I'm allowed to joke about this stuff because of my lifelong proximity to pedophilia.
Don't say that.
Yeah, I'm racking my brain. I don't think I've ever.
Oh.
I don't have any pedophile stories,
My God.
which I guess is a good thing.
The
I think-
church. That's
Yeah.
what happens when you
There
grow
you
up in
go,
the
yeah.
church.
Yeah, you've got like comedians are destined to become old and angry.
And
then-
pedophiles.
and
Youth
then
pastors,
youth pastors
and
are
lawn
destined to-
care people and Subway sandwich makers. It could be anyone, all down the path. Yeah, it
Hey.
could be anyone.
Sandwich artists.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, let me get that right.
Oh my God. I had the only experience that I had with the church was my mom found out that this church in my hometown would watch children for free if they were Christian. Yeah. And so she would drop me off there to get like summer daycare or whatever when I was a kid. And they took us to a place called John's Incredible Pizza Company, which is a place where they have every flavor of pizza and then a bunch of made up ones like peanut butter pizza.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's fucking gross /
Interesting.
amazing. As a kid, you're just like, I don't even care that it tastes bad. The option is there.
Yeah.
And that's,
Pizza. Yeah.
that rocks. And I remember getting so mad at a youth pastor because I overheard one of them, and we had to pray before we ate, and the youth pastor at like 2 tables away went rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub. And then his whole little group laughed, and then they ate. And then my youth pastor was like, okay, it's time for us to pray. And I went, rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub. And then he slapped me because I disrespected
He
the
slapped
name of
you in the
God.
face?
Yeah, in the face.
What the
inside of a
fuck?
John's Incredible Pizza Company. because I disrespected
You don't
God.
disrespect John like that.
And that's why I'm an atheist. Is because you could have turned me. He had one summer to get me, and he
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
me.
Fucked it up.
Yeah.
And that man, we're going to take an ad. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors and a stern talking to from our boss.
Yeah.
He had one summer to get you, then you turned 18. What would you do if you were finally free from high-interest credit card debt? Would you take a trip, look for a house, start a business? The possibilities are endless when you get some financial independence. And Upstart is here to help. Upstart has helped over 1.8 million customers on their path to financial freedom. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high-interest debt, or funding personal expenses, Upstart can help you get one fixed monthly payment with a clear payoff date. Upstart knows you're more than just your credit score, so rather than looking at your credit score alone, Upstart's model considers other factors like your income, employment, and other information provided in your loan application to find you a smarter rate for your loan. Don't wait and check your rate today at upstart.com/FHPod. That's upstart.com/FHPod to check your rate today. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know we sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Go to upstart.com/FHPod.
Let me tell you a story. You're running a small business, and every time you get an order, you gotta pack it up, drive it to the post office, and then wait in an insanely long line just to send a single package. Well, now that's a thing of the past, baby. With Stamps.com, you can mail and ship any package or letter fast and easy. Plus, you get access to exclusive discounts and rates on shipping, including 30% off USPS rates and 86% off UPS. That's gotta be a typo. It's not? Wow, insanity. No matter what business you're in, from an Etsy side hustle to a full-blown warehouse, Stamps.com can help you save on shipping, all while making the process a breeze. I use Stamps.com for my podcast too, and there's no better feeling than walking into a building with a sack full of packs, that's what I call packages because we're close, and then just dropping it into the container and walking away. No lines, no muss, no fuss, nothing. It's amazing. Do you sell from multiple stores? No problem. Stamps.com seamlessly works with Shopify, Amazon, Etsy, eBay, and more. All you need is your regular computer and printer. No special supplies or equipment. You'll be up and running in minutes, printing official postage for any letter, any package, anywhere you want to send it. Start mailing and shipping with Stamps.com and keep more money in your pocket every single day. Sign up with promo code FHPOD for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click that microphone at the top of the page, and enter code FHPOD. Stamps.com. Where would I be without you? And we're back. Thank you for joining us. John Smith,
Yes.
before this podcast, you asked
Oh, right.
for a little bit of advice.
Yes. I'm not sure any of you will be able to give me advice.
But welcome
Yeah.
to John Smith's Advice Corner.
Given our,
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-da.
I have a problem,
Okay.
but I'll preface this with a statement. My hair does its own thing.
Yeah.
Generally, what I do is I'll shower in the morning, I'll do a side part,
Uh-huh.
and then with the windows down on the way to work, it just goes up into a thing, does its thing.
Mhm.
But lately, and this wasn't previously an issue, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it has to do with my male pattern baldness. Little strands have been falling and tickling my forehead. And so I've decided, finally, for the first time in my life, to use hair products.
You've never used hair products before?
No.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Well, I did tell you I used gel in middle school where I'd put like 2 handfuls into my hair and it would turn into like. Have you ever seen when they put like you can grow crystals in like a petri dish or
Yeah.
whatever
yeah.
by making the conditions right, and it's just all these big white like pointy crystals.
Uh-huh.
That's what my head looked like in middle school.
Cool.
On purpose?
Yeah, because it was a cool thing. You put
wanted,
gel
like-
in your hair, you spike it like this. I used to do the thing where it was like all forward, and then it was just like a little duck bill. in the
I've
front,
seen
like
that.
just pointy, like Simon from In-Betweeners.
I was like Guy
Yeah.
Fieri.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
I had that when I was a kid, back when I didn't have curly hair. Because
Mm.
it's like something that I don't know if it was like this with you, Jacob, but it like grew on me.
Yeah, like I had my hair was like just super short for the longest time,
Yeah.
and then like middle school, high school, I let it grow out. And I was
It
like,
started
"Ooh, it's
growing
curly."
and-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
That was the biggest tragedy of my childhood years, is that I kept my hair really short, and then senior year I grew it out and it got really curly, and everyone was like, "I love your hair." And I was like, "Fuck, I could have run this white ass
I know.
school
You could have
if I
been
would have just fucking grown it out."
ass galore.
Yeah.
One of my earliest childhood memories was my mom just like buzzing all my hair off, and then I looked in the mirror and I was like, it's like burned into my head.
I did the same thing.
Yeah, you got
My-
all your hair chopped off.
My dad took me to a barber who fucked it up and shaved it all off. And my mom was like, "Look at you. Look at how you look."
You look a beast.
I feel like that's a
hideous.
common mom thing where you get a haircut. Like I got a crew cut or whatever, where
Yeah.
it's just like shaved, and my mom just like cried. She's like, "You have beautiful hair."
And
gonna grow back.
My mom did this to me.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
One of my earliest memories is my dad shaving off a chunk of my ear.
Oh,
with
really?
the razors because he has the shakes.
Oh no.
My
I
God.
have it. You can feel it. You can
Oh, it's
see
still
it.
there?
I have like
Oh,
a
wow.
chunk
A little
missing,
divot. Damn.
A little off the top.
yeah. And then so we stopped. I remember he put a Ronald McDonald Band-Aid on me, and then on the other side he clipped my lobe
with scissors.
But he's mad that you pierced your ear.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine if he does it. Oh my God, that's great.
So yeah, you were saying about
you need
asking for
gel.
advice.
It
Yeah.
was. Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
So I know there's mousse, there's wax,
There's pomade. There's matte finish.
pomade.
Pomade.
Isn't that
yeah.
a drink?
No, that's a Paloma or a. I
Oh,
actually
I'm
don't
thinking
know.
of
Almost
a
a
pomegranate aid.
I'm thinking of Powerade.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, pomade is
Is it palm?
no,
Like your
P
palm?
O M
yeah.
A POMMADE. One or two M's, I can't remember.
Mm.
I feel like only Mexicans use pomade.
I was gonna say I've very rarely heard like anybody in my community say it, so I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
might be y'all thing.
Might be one.
I
of our
think it
things.
might have been an older thing too, because I think pomade. That's what George Clooney always has in "Oh Brother Where Art Thou," and he's like always looking for more.
I thought he had hair jelly.
I don't know.
Because that's what he keeps calling it, right? He's like, I got hair jelly.
Oh,
The only
yeah.
two things I remember from that is hair jelly and bonafide. And I didn't think
Bonafide.
bonafide was a real word.
Bonafide.
Yeah, because I was a child and I thought it was bonerfied.
Yeah. Which is a real word.
Yeah, because he kept saying, I'm a bonerfied man. And I was
I
like,
boner fight in my pants.
funny. Yeah, I don't know, man. I got this hair, and I have basically the same issue where every morning I take a shower and then I pray to the hair gods that.
Well, you put a hat on.
Yeah, that I have to. I had to, because otherwise it's just you never know what it's gonna look like, and if it's bad, it's bad. I
Go
didn't know
big or
if I grow it out. It just sometimes it becomes like really wispy, and sometimes it like gets really nice curls. I don't know how it looks today. I didn't see it. Sometimes it looks like Jacob's hair. Sometimes it looks like your hair. Sometimes I wake up and it looks like John's hair.
whoa.
Yeah.
First
Because
time
you
letting the
rolled
locks
around
down.
too much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta stop doing this in your
It's
sleep.
like, how'd this happen? But it works. You should get a perm.
Yeah.
Dude, my mom used to get perms,
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
been on my bucket list for so long to get
Yeah.
a perm.
You
Yeah,
should-
ever
you would then
since I
look
was
like a youth
6.
pastor if you got a perm.
If you get a perm, I'll get what are they called? Frosted tips.
Ooh. That'd be a cool.
This
look.
sounds like great content.
Yeah.
Supposedly, with bleaching your hair, you have to like bleach it twice or something, so that because the first time you bleach it, it just turns piss colored
Oh,
or something,
tight.
and then you bleach it again and it goes
No,
white.
it's you can bleach it, and if you want it to be not yellow, you use a toner. and
Oh,
that-
purple toner.
Yeah, or like depending on what kind of shade of blonde you want, you use
Okay.
different toners.
Well, whatever happened, I was on another youth group trip, and I was convinced to bleach my hair, like a week before we had school photos. So it's like I'm a normal looking kid freshman, junior, and senior year, but then in sophomore year I have like piss colored hair.
That's awesome.
I love your hair. Not right now, but in general, it's super cool.
Didn't you feel it one time? You went, it's so soft.
Yeah, your hair is very soft.
It is.
Which is so John stayed at my house while I was gone. I was gone for like a week and some change, and you came over, stayed at my place, and I was pointing out the shower and said like, oh yeah, I've got shampoo, face wash. I'm running out of conditioner, so I don't know if. And he goes, I don't use this. I never touch this stuff. And then I went into my shower, and I'm unconvinced that you even use the shampoo. But you didn't move anything, which means that you didn't bring any of your own shit. So I'm wondering what the fuck you did to your hair.
Water.
You bitch.
Straight up water.
It's so
Got it wet.
soft and nice. I'm mad. Keep going. Keep talking.
I've come to learn that I'm genetically blessed in some ways, and that
What?
I don't have any chronic stuff.
Uh-huh.
I've learned that there are a lot of people that have like chronic hives or chronic IBS, things like that. I
I've
don't
got
have
a lot of
anything like
chronic
that.
at my house. I left you some.
You did. I didn't smoke it.
Right where we left it.
Yeah.
I also have had one single cavity in my entire life,
Wow.
What? I've
Yeah.
had so many.
I haven't had one.
I think I've had 2.
and I had 20/20 vision until that like year and a half long period where I took Adderall every Friday afternoon and then stayed up for 36 hours making art on my computer.
That'll do it.
Yeah, and after about a year, then my eyes went bad. I don't understand it.
Yeah, it's almost like prolonged exposure to legal meth is not the best. Yeah, I have like no one in my family's gone bald, except like the people that are bald in my family are bald by gang choice.
Yeah.
It's because they've got Brawan pride or Brawan free. Sorry,
Rwanda.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna name my first daughter, Rwanda.
Rwanda pre Smith.
My brother's bald, and he went bald in like his mid-20s. My grandfather went bald in his like probably teens. This motherfucker just lost everything.
Oh, no.
Never saw a picture of him with hair. I thought that I was going to suffer the same fate, so I was like, I'm just gonna grow my hair out and just do something fun with it, and then it just kept growing and growing. And I was like, well, guess I'm just gonna keep this.
Yeah.
And then I've been changing it, and now it's in this stage where I've just decided to lock it because locks are the easiest hairstyle to maintain. You just
Really?
get up and go. Yeah, you just get up and go.
They
A little
look cool.
moisturizer on it
Yeah, you
and
look
keep
great.
moving. So
It's good
It's
look.
super cool, dog.
thank you. This is the first time wearing them down. I was just like, I don't feel like putting them up today. So
We're all just,
Wait,
like,
you've
staring
had your
at
hair
you.
like that, and I just didn't realize.
Yeah, he's
Son of a
been
bitch!
he's been
Goes
putting
got
it
the
into a bun.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh.
because
So
they
I-
take a while to lock. So I had to actually like keep them always up in something, so then that way they could map over time and then eventually become locks.
We're all just like staring at you right now.
I like it. I like.
I
the
saw a
attention.
guy in my hometown. We'd see him every now and then. He had one single dread.
What?
I've seen that before.
Oh.
Yeah, he was homeless, and it was basically it
Oh,
just
okay.
looked like it was slowly
Yeah.
coming out of his head, and it was like down to his lower back.
Wow.
But the last time I saw him,
I am currently of the mindset that when it's time to let them go, I'm going to let them go. But I understand why people hold on to them for so long because it is a journey. Like when you're trying to get like it's patience, it's time, it's so much. So I get why people are just like, nah, I'm gonna just keep putting the hairline back and just let the locks. Like Stevie Wonder has like 5 locks. Still
oh,
in
he
his
hasn't
hair.
let like it just
Yeah, and,
on the top of his head.
and no one has had the heart to tell him like it's time to go.
Have you seen Coolio?
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
he's
boy.
got like 4. That shit's man, it looks really bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Stevie
Stevie
Wonder right
Wonder.
there.
Oh, Stevie.
I realized that it was the other day, and because I've known that I'm going bald
Sure.
my whole life,
Mhm.
but I know that my V, the sides have been going back, but I forgot where it was the other day that I realized that the front is leaving too, and that like my forehead used to end like here,
Yeah.
and it's taller.
Was it when you got horribly sunburned at the
It was when I got
Fair?
sunburned, and I was looking at it, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
How old are you?
34. I just turned 34.
Young and spry.
I've noticed that my hairline's not really going at all, but I didn't know you had a what's it called? Widow's peak.
Well, it's just sort of.
I have a really bad widow's peak where it's just like it's like a fine point.
like a
Oh
vampire.
yeah, I see
it's
it.
bad.
You got
Mine's like a widow's wig.
You got a can opener right
Yeah,
there.
and it used to be sharper, and now it's becoming duller and duller, which is bad.
You want it to be sharper.
Yeah.
You want
Well,
it to
no,
sharpen.
I don't want to lose my hair.
Okay.
I-
I you
so
want it to
th-
look like Dracula.
That's what, yeah, exactly. That's what sucks is whenever I shave my hair and I get like because I have had to shave my head for like roles if I'm playing like a cholo or something, but I just look like a fucking hood vampire. It's
Where
like,
have you played a cello?
I played a cholo and a pilot for a thing called Dark Wolf Gang.
Do you have a copy of it?
Yeah, I think so.
I'd love to see you playing a cello.
So that was the thing is I played a cholo named Gizmo, who was really good at technology.
Like from
And-
Small Soldiers.
Yeah. And the whole bit was that he's like really in touch with himself. And so like one of the lines was like, "Okay, fool, but I'm gonna talk about this shit in therapy later." It's really fucking. It's really.
How long
dumb.
ago was this?
Oof. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it was probably when I was like 21. So 5 years ago. Jesus Christ.
Are you experienced with, like, were you in like Southern California Latino culture? Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
My whole life, pretty much.
well, I you know, you never know.
No, I get it. Yeah.
so there's a movie that I think you might enjoy because
this
it's a lot of
motherfucker
in
tells me
jokes.
to watch Stand and Deliver. I swear.
It's called Party Boys with a Z.
Huh.
You know that guy who plays a gangster in every movie where they need?
Oh, Hector.
Yeah,
yeah.
that guy,
yeah,
Hector.
yeah.
It's him and some unknown kid. And Hector's like 34 at the time, but he's playing a senior in high school.
Ooh.
Yeah. And the two of them sneak into a house because they see this guy take a hot lady into this house. He's like a realtor. And they want to spy on them having sex. But then they get caught, but he thinks they're the painters. He thinks they're just like manual labor workers. So he tells them,
Please. He thinks they're Manuel labors.
but he tells them, you need the house fixed up and ready to show by tomorrow. And so that night, they decided to throw a giant party in this abandoned mansion.
Yeah. And hilarity ensues.
And there's a donkey.
They do a donkey show.
There is a donkey show joke,
Oh,
yeah. And
that's
there's a
great.
lot of other like Mexico-esque,
Mexico. I know what you're saying, and I'm definitely gonna watch this movie because it sounds right up my alley.
so bad. It is so bad.
Yeah.
It is clearly someone who just had like scrounged up money because they're like, we're gonna make like the Kid and Play. What is that, House Party?
Yeah.
We're gonna make the
That.
Mexican version of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, the pilot that I was in. Okay, here's what I'll start off by saying: the people who made it were fantastic. We also, weirdly enough, one of the people in the pilot was one of the students from Stand and Deliver, but
Oh.
she's grown up now, so she was playing somebody's grandmother.
Mm.
And there was like a bunch of really, really, really talented people in it. I really loved everyone who made it, but it was basically Buffy the Vampire Slayer for Mexicans. And I think that's
cool.
really
Look at that.
fucked up when that happens is you get like Kid and Play for Mexicans,
Yeah.
Buffy for
Yeah.
Mexicans.
Mhm.
it's just they remake shit for us.
Yeah.
instead
Your
of-
version.
Yeah.
It's like a McDonald's commercial. Like the McDonald's commercials on BET are completely different from the ones on MTV
Yeah.
and from CBS. And I'm just like, all right, y'all stop pandering to me, but damn, them chicken nuggets look good.
They do that for us too, where it's
Fucking
just
barbecue
like,
sauce.
do you need a place to throw your kid's 11th birthday
Yeah.
party? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yo, you want some ribs? Come on down to the Don. Like, all right,
The dog.
okay.
It's certified pedophile free since 2013.
Jesus.
That's not that long.
Oh,
Yeah, that-
It has an asterisk.
Less than 10 years ago.
At participating locations only.
Only those who are charged.
I know this is random, but it's because we were talking about hair. Do y'all shave y'all bodies?
Uh,
I feel like that's the thing
Yeah, what
men
parts?
don't share with other men, like
No,
grooming etiquette and stuff like that.
I don't shave most of my body except for the two heads.
yeah. I
This
do my
is,
pits. I do my pits.
This is something.
Oh, I
do
will
the
do
pits
pits.
too?
I will do pits
Oh,
every
I've
so
never
often.
done the
Pits?
pits before.
Really?
I learned
You
that
guys
from
shave
my
your pits?
brother, who told me
Yeah.
that if you shave your pits, it smells like you will
Yeah,
accrue
yeah.
less sweat. You'll smell
Yeah.
better. So I started doing that a while back.
Yeah, like I pit out, so just having hair there, it just makes it worse. You do smell better, and like when I'm at the gym, I don't want my shit just like hanging out here like that when I'm wearing like my tank top. So yeah, I shave mine down, but I guess it just depends on the texture.
I love
your
my
hair.
stink.
You love your
I do
safe.
love seeing on any person when they've got a little bit of the hair sticking out, and it's just like, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess
I'm here too.
little dark king just in your armpit.
Oh,
I'm
I
hairless.
just
Is-
remembered a random little bit from Party Animals.
I thought it was Party Boys.
It's Party Animals.
Oh,
Party
okay, with a
Animals.
Z.
Yeah.
Z.
Dub Boys with a Z is where I delivered pizzas. There's a hole in the stairs, and there's a guy looking up trying to see some vag.
Upskirts.
And there's a pregnant woman sitting on the stairs, and her water breaks, and the water falls to the hole and like,
Gross.
blinds the guy. That's the kind of movie.
Yeah. That's some great,
Anyways, hair.
great cinema.
This is something Jacob and I learned recently, that you can actually shave your balls.
Yeah.
Like not just like buzz with a trimmer
Yeah,
and get it
normal.
like short
Yeah.
hairs. Like Rahul does like the bat wing. He does the bat wing and
Yeah.
he pulls it out and he shaves with a razor.
That's what I used to do.
You should put a flashlight underneath
Yeah.
it. You can see your fingers.
Have you not seen Waiting?
No.
Oh my
oh,
god.
yeah.
I've gotten. I've never used an actual razor because I'm just afraid of that that one little nick and like
Yeah,
ah!
I
it'd be
know.
like a
So
Sweeney Todd
I've gotten pretty
situation.
close. I feel like if I need to go closer than that, I might as well just be waxing at that point. But
I've done
that's a whole
waxing?
different conversation. Yeah, I've never done it. But
It's too loose.
I
It's
see-
too loose.
is it? I don't know. I've never
Those
done it.
pull
I
the
before.
feel
whole
like
thing
you
off.
just tear it.
How do porn stars do it?
I think they get
I don't
shaved.
know. They
I
do
think
it all different ways.
I think
Yeah.
they go to like a haircut place.
Is it like with
a
a
little, little off the butt, please.
they dip their balls in
there.
in bleach.
Yeah, is it like when they like defeather a chicken? They just put it in boiling water and then all
I
the
kind
feathers
of defeathered
fall
my
out.
balls today.
in one of those machines?
Yeah,
they
just
just
like,
take
it's like
Have you seen those defeathers? They're
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
pretty interesting.
yeah, it's like big brushes.
It's like a
spin.
big wheel
Yeah.
with just a bunch of like rubber nubs.
Oh, okay.
And they toss it in and it
I feel like that could work on your balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it would
for
probably
sure.
feel
sit
pretty
right
cool.
down on it. Yeah, it would probably feel awesome.
I disagree with the second part, but I think it could work. The razor is something that I used to use before. Basically, you get one too many nicks, and you're like, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
done with
Never
this.
again.
Yeah.
I'm fucking out of this.
I use the
And-
Manscaped stuff. That's actually like really, it's really fucking good. Like, I know they're not sponsoring this podcast particularly right now.
No.
But they send us a bunch of stuff. But their razor is really good. They
For
have
your
like
balls.
yeah, like
Yeah.
it's got like a little built-in light. It's waterproof. It's actually really gentle. Like you don't have to keep the guard on, so it's really dope. And their products are pretty good too. I didn't like the body wash because it fucks with your pH balance, and you could get itchy butt from it.
Okay.
I want that.
But the ball lotion is actually really nice, and I have gotten compliments that my balls smell wonderful. So I can speak for those. I can speak for those two products. Fantastic.
I've been following you.
I gotta say your balls. Oh, your balls. What is that lemon scent coming from your balls?
Are you wearing some right now?
No, I ran out.
Okay.
I will let you smell my balls just to prove my point.
yeah.
Maybe when you
Oh
have
wait, there's
the
some
deodorant on.
in the multicam room.
I've been
I
listening
Go
saw
get
the
it.
other day.
Oh,
All
some
right.
of the ball lotion.
I'll smell your
Yeah,
balls.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is ball lotion.
I'll
Ball, it's
Just
ball
smell
toner.
the lotion at that point.
We'll do that for
No,
the ad read.
no,
You'll
you
be
got
up
to
there.
smell it on the skin. It's
Okay.
like
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it mixes with the
With
oils
the
and
pH
stuff.
balance.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
of course,
yes.
of
And
course.
all the schmeck.
Your dingleberries and all
I
that
think that's
stuff.
just isn't schmegma just like an uncircumcised person's
I
problem?
believe
Yeah. I don't get no
Okay.
schmegma.
Oh, that's the stuff
know.
that forms under the.
Yeah,
Under
around
the-
the.
There was
Dick cheese.
Dick
Dick
cheese,
cheese,
exactly,
yeah.
yeah.
Although
Thank
you
you,
can
Lindsay.
get
great parody
the ear cheese
pianist.
thing going on. I imagine it smells the same. Like if you don't clean behind your ears really well,
Yeah.
you know, it
It's
smells like Parmesan.
It gets stanky if you
Yeah.
don't wash it.
Yeah.
This is
I
how
learned
it
that I experienced it the first time when I started working here at Funhaus because we had our headphones on all day.
goes.
And I remember one day, like I stood up and I don't know why I did this, and I was like, oh, I was like, ew. I was looking at my headphones. I was like, what is going on? And then
Yeah.
when I'm out of boredom, I looked it up, and they were like, yeah, headphones.
Yeah,
ear
that'll
cheese.
get you stanky.
I ain't got no stank on my
I'm fresh
head.
showered. I'm clean.
Oh. No, you smell great.
Oh, thank you.
So always
Um,
wash behind your ears and
yeah.
wash your legs.
Mhm.
I've been listening to the Friendship Onion. That's the Dominic Monahan and Billy Boyd, like Merry and Pippin from Lord of the Rings, doing the Lord of the Rings podcast, and they do all like the podcast ad reads and stuff. So it's so funny hearing Billy Boyd it's like, protect your balls this summer with Manscaped.
Manscaped.
Yeah.
The lawnmower 3.0.
Yeah, the lawnmower.
They're on to the
3.0.
4.0 now.
Oh, are they? Oh.
Yeah.
He's like, I love his accent, but it's just like, oh, you need to put lotion on your balls.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
I used to work for still do, I guess, work for a commercial writing company where we would write commercials. And one of my favorites was when we worked on Manscaped. And somebody was like, well, what other ways can we say balls? And then we all just kind of sat there for a second. And then we turned that meeting into 1 full hour of us just like every way you can say dick, cock, balls, everything. And there is somewhere a Google Doc with like, I think we came up with like 115 different ways to say penis.
Balls.
You got any favorites?
Batwing was definitely up there.
Yeah, that's
that
a
was
new
one
one
of
for
them
me.
that we had. We had Family Jewels, which is just very fun.
Yeah.
That's a classic one.
That's a
I think.
classic.
Yeah.
There was a lot of classic ones, and then
Yeah.
we started running out of them where it was like meaty knackers or clackers, clankers, or something.
I think
Cludge.
clacker is like an Australian slang for like your asshole or something. You clacker.
you clacker. We had Panty Plum.
Panty plum.
I like
That was pretty good. There was another time that we did the same thing for a different one, but we had to think of words to describe vagina because we were doing an all-natural women's deodorant that was like more like a lotion.
Yeah.
So they were like, "What's every way that we could say vagina?" And then we got 20 minutes in, looked around, and realized it was a room full of dudes, and we went, "We got to bring some other people into it, maybe."
Pastrami sandwich.
Honey bun.
Arby's.
In-Betweeners got a lot of good ones.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
up
In-Betweeners is such a good show, and I've
Yeah.
never met anyone else who's watched it until I started working here.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't start watching it until like a little while ago.
Oh, I watched it years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, for anyone who's interested in comedy and stuff, you should definitely check out other countries' big hits.
Yeah.
Like
And
In-Betweeners.
Party Animals.
And
Yeah.
Party Animals.
With a Z. With a
To
Z.
the Z.
In-Betweeners is one of those like it was basically like the super bad of the UK, I guess.
Oh, nice.
Wilfred is also really good and became an American show with
Oh yeah,
his
Elijah
name?
Wood.
Elijah
Speaking
Wood.
of
But
hobbits.
but
Yeah.
the Australian version is also just really
Oh,
funny
yeah.
as a show.
Damn, I haven't thought about that show in like a decade.
I love
Yeah,
that show.
it's
That
so
show is
long.
the reason why I made my first bong out of a Gatorade bottle.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I'm sure I gave myself some kind of cancer.
I always use Gatorade bottles for where you put all the dryer sheets.
Yeah. Oh, for
And-
the sploof or spoof?
Is that what it's called?
That's what we called it.
Wait, what is
Spoof.
it?
You would put a bunch of dryer sheets. So you can use a toilet paper roll or a paper towel roll or a Gatorade with the bottle cut off, and you stuff it with dryer sheets. And then when you have to blow out smoke that might smell kind of skunky, it goes through that, and it's like a filtration system.
Oh, okay.
Classic high school college
Yeah.
tool.
Yeah.
How
Except it doesn't
ingenious.
always work, and sometimes your mom busts into your room and goes, "So this is why you had me buying Gatorade and Apple. I thought you were trying to be healthy."
Yeah, I remember hanging out in high school with some people where we went to the beach and they're like, "We're gonna smoke weed out of an apple." And I was like, "I have rolling papers and like a bubbler and a pipe. Like we can just smoke them." They're like, "Nah, we're gonna smoke it out of an apple."
Do you ever eat the apple afterwards?
I think I took a bite out
It's
of
pretty good. It's because most of it's just a real apple, and then you get
Yeah.
to the middle and you're like,
It's just the normal apple parts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want to bite the air hole.
I think
I-
it was the other day I was
Air
giving
hole.
Ryan shit because he was hotboxing in his car by himself, and I was like, "Why are you doing this alone? Why are you doing this alone?" He was like, "I want all the smoke," and I'm like, "Yeah, I guess that makes sense, but
"I want all."
I
of
want
that."
all the smoke."
He's selfish, is what you say.
Yeah. There's a bunch of stuff that I just remember that we did as children where like okay, so we were talking about families earlier, right? And I know that I'm not going bald probably because 100% of the dudes in my family not bald.
Mhm.
But also, they all died from horrible, rare forms of cancer.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like I've given myself an extra chance because I'm remembering like, oh, you don't have anything to use? Just take a Pepsi can and push it down and stab it with something. Oh, you don't have anything? Just use a pen cap.
Yeah.
Like,
I did
there's
a-
so much
Yeah,
awful
some
stuff we
plastic and
did.
metal.
Yeah.
I had a gravity bong where it was a giant Home Depot bucket that you fill with water, and then one of those, like the filtered water that comes in like the giant jugs with the handle on
Yeah.
top. It was one of those. You cut the bottom off, so it's just this giant gravity bong, but it's just the plastic cap with the like carb or whatever it is.
Mhm.
And sometimes I'd hit it and I go, it's real plasticky. Because it was just heating the thing holding because you're lighting it. And so just hot air is passing through the plastic.
There's something really fun about the discovery phase of all these different types of things. Like, you're at your lowest point where you're like, I'm going to smoke out that apple. You know?
Yeah.
Like, when you're just looking at shit and just trying to figure out how can it fuck me up.
I'm going to scrape my pipe and smoke the resin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God, I have the taste in my mouth from it.
Yeah. That was back before you could get weed anywhere, anytime. It was
Mhm.
like sometimes you'd run out
And
and
then
you
make the
just
most
didn't
of
have
what you had.
weed.
Yeah.
That was when I was in high school, was the prevalence of this thing called spice,
Oh, yeah.
which was technically it was
Like from
supposed to-
Kessel.
It's supposed to be yeah. Like, you had to do it in a certain number of parsecs, or else you would die. I want to look it up and see exactly what it was, but it was synthetic, and the whole
It-
point.
That's interesting.
It's basically that it's processed so much that it's not legally molecularly weed anymore.
Is that like what Delta 8 is?
Yeah, that's what Delta 8 is now.
Delta 8
I had a
like pomade?
friend who, because that was, they were about your age. I think they were a little bit younger. And they were also in that phase where spice was a big thing in high school. It was a gateway drug to weed, which is also a gateway drug. But
Synthetic cannabinoids are a class of designer drug, which they are not. I don't think you can call it a designer drug when it comes in a plastic bag that's like the Joker, baby.
Yeah.
You can buy it at, like, yeah, you bought it from a smoke shop and they were labeled as incense.
Mm-hmm.
what was it like? Since you've
Bad.
done both.
It was I did it once, and it gave me the most intense headache I've ever gotten in my entire life. Sorry, those lights just turned on and it freaked me out.
Oh.
That's so strange.
I also did Delta 8 recently while I was in Austin, and it was very similar where like it just it feels the same as normal as the regular organic stuff. But before you get to the fun part of being high, you get just a really bad headache. And it's almost like it takes place right here in the front of your face. And then it wears off after a while. And I was talking to somebody who's like, had a Delta 8 vape. It's like, why do you do this? And she goes, well, eventually you just get used to it.
Oh my God.
No!
That's
No.
awful. I hate headaches.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to do that.
No, that's why I do the normal stuff is to
Yeah.
get rid of the headaches and to focus on one thing at a time.
My group of friends who tried who would smoke spice before they started smoking weed, they, it's the classic thing where you slowly, all your friends start doing it. And the last one to do it was this kid Travis, and they finally got him to smoke it. And they said all he did was he just sat there in the passenger car with his eyes almost closed, and he was looking around and he kept going, "You guys hoaxing me? You guys hoaxing me?" And he just kept, he just kept using the word hoax.
What?
And then he got out of the car and opened his mouth, and it was like, in movies where they have the hose that shoots out vomit.
You
it
guys
was basically
hosing
that.
me?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, gross.
That's awesome.
We
My,
should never
my
make it that
first time ever doing anything was just weed. That was like the time that I got it really nice because I was like 11 or 12. And it was like one of my cousins' like older friends, and they had like a bong and real stuff, and they were like, "You're gonna take a hit, you 11-year-old child, and then you're gonna play
listen
Nazi
here.
zombies, and you're gonna be safe." Cool. And I was like, "Awesome, cool," and it was really great, and I loved it. And I remember just being like, "I'm gonna do this every day of my life," and I was pretty right.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, my first time was excellent. I loved it. I played basketball in the backyard for a little bit. It was like a really enjoyable time, and I'm really glad that I didn't do it. But I am recently thinking back and remembering that the entire reason I wanted to try it is because I saw a YouTube clip of Super High Me.
With Doug Benson.
Doug Benson's movie where
wow.
he just got like super high for 30 days.
Yeah.
And I think there's a line in the movie where they're like, "So do you not normally do this?" And he's like, "No, this is my life. I'm just high all the
Yeah,
time."
this is what I do.
And as soon as I saw that, I downloaded an app that tells you the differences between different strains of
Yeah,
weed.
I have that.
And I was like, yeah, so I'm kind of like a big smoker now. Never smoked it in my life. It's like 11 years old and was just like, yeah, I'm
Wait,
like the expert.
hold on.
It's Leafly, isn't it?
When you were
Yeah.
12, so that was how many years ago?
14 years ago?
5 or 6 years.
2008.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think so.
Wow.
Let's see.
I was doing.
I didn't get high until 2017 was my first time getting high. I still
Really?
remember. Yeah, it was fun. I remember the
Yeah.
entire time.
Came out in 2008.
In
Sorry.
2008. I remember the first time I got high. I was sitting there. My body was feeling heavy. I was feeling great. I was like, man, I'm just like so thirsty. I want to get up and get some water. But Oriole, my dog, she was laying by my feet. She just likes to do that. And I was like, I don't want to disturb her. She's so peaceful. Then I was like, but I really want some water. And that's when I realized Oriole wasn't laying at my feet because I've been petting her the entire time. That's how high I was.
What?
Yeah, that's how high I was. It just felt like a dog was laying on my feet. So I stayed trapped on my couch for like 45 minutes, riding this high out. And then I finally was like, all right, Oreo. And it's like, no, she's here the entire time. I've just been petting her next to me.
I think the worst thing about legalization is that it's really fucked how fun the whole experience is for me because, thank you, Lindsay, because when it was illegal for me to smoke weed, it was like every time I ever did it was an adventure. And it was like,
Ew.
we're going to go to Kyle's house
Yeah.
because like his parents aren't home and we're going to eat like a brownie and then maybe it'll work. And then we'll go to the football game and we'll go to Denny's and then we'll like smoke outside behind the field. And now it's like, yeah, so I smoked half a joint and then I watched Modern Family and then I fell asleep.
Yeah.
And that is my day now.
That might just be becoming an adult.
Yeah, a little bit of
Everything
both.
is just
There's
more
less
boring.
Denny's and football games to go to.
I don't know. There's part of it like when I travel around the country and it's not available and I don't do it ever because it's not illegal. But I would assume that if I was going to, it is like it does become like an adventure where you ask somebody like, "Do you know where to get this?" And then they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh yeah, you got to go see this guy."
They're
Rick."
like, "You ever heard of Spice?"
Yeah, you gotta go to the sketchy fucking house in the hood and knock on the door and
Yeah, that
just
was-
have your money ready. That was North Carolina, and
Yeah.
it still is like that
There's
today.
there's a house with a hole in the stairs
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you can see it all, and that's where you buy it from the Party Animals with a Z.
Yep.
Dude, I do not miss the days of having to deal with drug dealers.
No, I don't. One, drug dealers are bad. Two, anyone who's in prison right now for a nonviolent offense pertaining to marijuana should definitely be freed because it's fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Three, it should be federally legal, and it always blows my mind whenever I leave California and I realize it's not.
Thanks, Hearst.
Yeah, jerks.
I feel like 90% of the politicians smoke weed, yet I don't know why they won't just let it happen. Like, listen,
I don't think they do. I
don't
think
think
they're
they
too
do.
uptight.
you think they're
Yeah.
that square?
You know what I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
they're doing?
Hmm.
They're pedophiles.
Oh, we brought it back, baby.
Back. And
Pizza!
That's the end of the podcast. Look into the pizza places. What's my favorite letter of the alphabet?
A.
It's Q. Hey, everybody. This has been so nice. John, thanks for joining us. John, thanks for joining us.
Of
Jacob,
course.
thanks for joining us. I'm Julian, and we love you very much. Bye.